Hey folks, how are we all doing out there today? Hope everything's going according to plan, or at least more or less. That's all we can really hope for these days, right? I've actually had a pretty hectic week, more or less, or kind of a string of not the greatest days. Without getting into the long story, I started Monday morning off at 5 in the morning, woke up, threw on a pot of coffee and hopped in the shower. When I got out, realized I didn't put the coffee pot all the way in and proceeded to make about 6 cups of coffee on the floor. So I quietly cursed a little bit, cleaned it up and waited for my cup of coffee and get on with the week, I guess, right? Now, it's kind of felt like it was against all odds, but I have got a fair bit of work done on Tassie Trailiing this week. What you guys are seeing in the video here is some new trails. I'm kind of working on the top end that's up around the Climbys waterfall crossing. Above that, and you'll see it's the same kind of rocky terrain. It's some really good off-roading. This area is going to be fantastic for going off the trails. Not a lot of trees, some good cliffs and rock faces to climb, so I've really built this for kind of a free roam area, I guess you would say. Now you'll see when we get to the end of the trail, I've actually added another town into here. I've had a few people suggest to add a little more small town areas. I'm going to have more fuel stations than Outback Overlanding. I know that's a bit of a pet peeve for everyone. And I mean, in my defense, there is a gas station out on the other side of Outback Overlanding. It's just flooded, so you can't use it. Sorry, guys. Now, I don't know if everyone remembers, but I am going to be joining this map with Outback Overlanding. And I'm going to try and incorporate the boat trip into getting over to the other map. Now, I'm not going to divulge any of my ideas that I have, but going to try and do something a little different with the gateways. They're still going to work the same, but I'm just going to try to work in a bit of a theme to heading over to the island. So hopefully it all works out, and I think it might be kind of a fun little way to bridge the two maps. It was definitely nice to see the map get approved again. I think it sat around for a day, so things are going good. The other plus now is once a mod's been approved previously, it gets treated as like a reapproval, and at least they used to get to those quicker than the new ones, or at least they had a bit of priority just because they're already in use. I don't know if that still happens or not, but they seem to be able to keep up with the inflow of mods. There's not nearly as many as there used to be coming up every single day. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people have moved on. I know I've had a few lulls where I've kind of backed away a bit, but I think that's with any type of creation. People tend to get, I don't know, I guess you just get worn out on it. You have to step back. I played Cyberpunk the one time I took a break, so that was most of a month. Just things like that, and just reset, and then you come back to the passion that kind of gets worn out of you after you do a whole bunch of projects. That's one thing I've actually really appreciated with these plays you build, so you guys can have suggestions, and I don't know, it just really, all the comments and all the ideas and stuff that you guys come up with really helps keep me motivated, and it's changed the way I build a map quite a bit, just to try and finish areas so that I can put them out to you guys for an update weekly, although this week I'm coming along, but I didn't get nearly as much as I wanted to get done. We actually had a power outage last night, so pretty much shot the night. I think it was about 9 o'clock when it came back on, and I built my map for probably about 20 minutes and then proceeded to fall asleep with the mouse in my hand. Woke up about 2 hours later, shut my computer down, and accepted the fact that I got virtually nothing done. But you know what? I had a good nap, so it was worth it. Anyways, I know you guys will appreciate whatever I can get out to you. And I'm as I've said before, I really want to keep it around the weekly updates. That way you guys are seeing and being able to comment on stuff before I'm too far ahead of you. and I can still adjust and add things and all the great ideas that you guys come up with. So I'm just going to let the rest of my little test run here to see the new trails play out without my commentary, so you guys can hang around and check that out if you like. I, as always, really appreciate you guys hanging around and watching and just showing an interest in my projects. It's just awesome to be able to share a hobby with so many people. Anyways, we'll talk to y'all again soon. You have a good one.